What we have here is a very unique portable record player, phonograph. Brunswick made this in the 1920s. It is a Brunswick Parisian portable. And this is a very interesting phonograph in that it uses a cone that's paper or cardboard that unfolds and attaches to the tone arm to make the sound, and therefore the phonograph itself, when put away, can be very compact and small. And because it doesn't need to have a sound chamber or a big horn or something in it. So what we're going to do to demonstrate it is wind it up with the crank, and it fits right in this corner, engages there, and we're going to wind it a bunch of times so it will be enough to play through a record. And so I can feel the spring has resistance, and I did verify the motor runs. So let's stop about there and just set the crank aside. And then the way this works, the tone arm then swings out way over like this, reveals cups for needles, probably soft and loud. And then to attach the cone, first we take this top part off, and then we unfold this cone, which is a beautiful piece of cardboard, and it hooks. There's a rivet right here, and we just slip that together like that, and then it says this side must be up, and then here it says the Brunswick portable cone. And so we set that over this little screw on top of the reproducer area. We take this piece and just screw that back down, forming this cone. And so you can see now how that looks. That's on top. So now let's take a new needle. No needles are included with this phonograph, but I've got one here. I'm just going to put into the needle chuck. We'll tighten that down and grab a 1920s record. No records are included either, but here's an example of a 1927 electric record. And so we're going to turn it on, and then we'll lower the tone arm onto the record. The hinges are designed here so this top can be pulled off and separated and put somewhere else, so the phonograph itself is just that much smaller. And I can tell that the speed isn't perfectly regulated here. It seems to be going up just a little bit up and down. There is a speed control. It can go up or down. So it probably needs a little bit of lubrication, a little bit of adjustment. But as we can see, it's basically running and playing. It just seems to go up and down a little bit in speed. So down. I didn't wind it quite enough. Okay, so now it's made to the end of the record, so we can take this off. We can shut the motor off, and then what we do to put it all away is take the cone off, reattach the top piece that holds the cone from the top so it doesn't get lost. Then we can take the record off, stow the tone arm back. I should take that needle out of there. Generally only use these once, so I'm just going to set that aside to be discarded. Stow the crank back, put the top back, just slide that onto the hinge pins so that that's attached again. Then we carefully disengage this top from the rivet there, and then fold this up and put this behind this little bracket here. And then there's a little springy thing here that if you wanted to take maybe a few records with you, you could do that, and then that springs that on and holds those records onto the turntable so that they don't rattle around and get lost. Now, no records are included with this sale, so I'm just going to take that back out, and then we'll just fold this back up and close the latch, and we can see then the phonograph on the bottom. There are 3 feet. One is missing over in this corner, and the fabric's a little bit loose, and it's a little bit beat up, but as we saw, basically functional. I think a pretty rare machine, and pretty nice in that if you just wanted a small portable phonograph to take perhaps to a picnic or something, this is really quite compact and has a surprisingly big sound for a little machine.